Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today because, let's face it, does anybody ever get it right? Is anybody ever accurate with their predictions? And I want to say no. I also want to say, does anybody ever tell the truth too? But we don't, no, they don't. So, a lot to cover in this video. We're going to get the inflation numbers in a few minutes, and going to share that with you as well. Before I do, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, we have a Patreon channel. If you guys want more exclusive content from me, there is Patreon. You can sign up for that below, and also sign up for our email list below. Janet Yellen keeps coming out and keeps talking to different people about, hey, people are going to feel better about inflation next year, and it's going to lessen. It's going to go away. You guys understand that inflation, if it goes to 6.5%, it's still, 3 times higher than it was when she got into office. So, oh yeah, I'm telling you, it's like dealing with your grandmother. She says, you're going to feel better about your finances this year. Well, Grandma, we can't afford that house. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a birthday card, Dan, with 20 bucks in it. Oh, really? Well, thanks, Grandma. I would like that. That would be awesome, Grandma Yellen. Okay? None of this is based in reality. If people go out and they have to run their businesses and they have to deal with the supply chain, it's just not one thing. It's just not the high price of things. Because if it was just one thing, you could combat one thing. That's what people don't get. If you have an issue in your business or in your life, you can combat that. It's that simple. But when it's coming at you from every different direction, and you don't know what's real and what's not, and energy prices are through the roof, it's crazy. JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon steps forward and he says, listen to this, inflation for Europe, let's just start there. He says it's going to get so much worse. It's going to be bad, and it's going to get worse from here. It's not going to get better. Okay, guys? Tide's coming in. Look at this. Now, we've been out here before and walked on that sand, and there's no place to walk right now. So, just a beautiful day. It rained. Everything's all clean and, just nice. It's really, really nice. But, makes you think. So, JP Morgan says that there's an energy problem. We know that we're going to have a massive problem with ongoing inflation with the Fed's interest rate. And Jamie Dimon also said that these interest rates are a problem moving forward and that we need to look at this. Well, what does that mean? A guy that makes $36 million a year, we need to look at things and see how bad they are. So, oil experts predict that oil, because of the Fed's inaction and what they're doing, could make oil go to over $100 a barrel again. Hello. Gas prices, energy, natural gas. There's going to be natural gas shortages here in the States. There's going to be natural gas shortages here in Europe. Now just check this out though, guys. Isn't this beautiful? Just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, it's crazy because this gets wet most of the time. It is freezing around the country. Today, we got in the 40s. And I know there's people laughing because it was cold, really cold. And that's not cold. I know you guys are going to tell me it's not cold, but this is crazy, guys. This is no way to deal with this and combat energy issues without, an abundant supply. All these people in the UK, when you have electricity hitting peak demands, when you have natural gas hitting peak demands, it's a problem, guys. It's a problem that nobody wants to deal with yet. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. let's get into the inflation numbers.
Well, the inflation numbers came in and they were expecting 7.3%, and they were happy as can be because it came in at 7.1%. So inflation only went up 0.1% last month for the core CPI. Now, you know, we still have things that are insane right now. Energy prices, gas prices, as far as natural gas and heating fuel prices, are up 65% year over year. And, you've still got things like chicken that are up 14%. You've got eggs that are up 20%. Things are still high. So they're trying to celebrate this as, oh my gosh, everything's great and everything's completely reversed. It's still over 7%, guys. So crazy, 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 crazy. Plus, Sam Bankman-Fried, he was arrested. So he won't be testifying today in front of anybody. And he's wearing bracelets right now in the Bahamas and is about to be extradited to the United States. So very fascinating turn of events for that. And it will be interesting to see who else goes down. One thing that's fascinating is his parents are freaking out right now, and everybody else that had anything to do with that place should be thinking the same thing.
Part of me really thinks that people want to be lied to. People want to be told it's going to be okay, and you're not bleeding as bad as, you think you are. Okay? You can live your life any way you want, but guys, economically, you have to look at things what they really are right now. And you can kid yourself with the inflation numbers and, oh, it's so good, and the stock market will shoot up today. No, guys, no. Okay? This is bad. It's not being fixed. It's not being dealt with in any way, shape, or form. You know that. Now, the next thing, today is a beautiful day because today, the new CEO of FTX, a man named John Ray, is going to step forward, and he issued his guidance to Congress today, and it is beautiful. Read it. It's below. But he said that this FTX thing was nothing short of an absolute scam, and that Sam Bankman-Fried is an imbecile, an absolute idiot, and that this guy knows nothing about financing, completely misled everybody, and had no financial wherewithal to run this company at all. Okay? So there's your genius, guys. Okay? All you people. And Kevin O'Leary stepping forward, talking about how, hey, I lost $15 million in sponsorship deals. Understand this. From a guy who has sold sponsorships and gets sponsorships, there's certain things to legality and certain, hierarchies based on what you bring to the table and with what you give and what you get. For this guy to get $15 million was excessive. It is like Michael Jordan time. It's like Tom Brady time. It is at a completely different level, but the imbecile left the money in FTX. Sorry, okay? Carolyn Ellison, Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend, the one that's the real looker, that one, okay? The rumor is she's going to become a stool pigeon and rat out Sam Bankman-Fried. But again, how she is not wearing a pair of, bracelets right now in the form of handcuffs, I do not understand. I don't get it. I don't get any of this right now. Sam Bankman-Fried's going to testify today. He's not going to testify. It's going to be Wednesday. La, 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 la. All his friends he gave money to. This is insane, guys. This is absolutely insane that this guy is not behind bars right now. Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, they don't want to come back from the Bahamas right now because guess what? They're worried that his legal fees could destroy them. Oh, I thought this guy was worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. What's the deal there? Oh, yeah, he stole all that money. Okay? So, it's going to be epic, guys. But Mr. Ray, John Ray III, this guy was put in charge of cleaning up the Enron debacle. And the more this guy comes out, he just can't control himself because it's so bad. It's not that it's like, oh, the company failed, they made a couple bad moves. This thing was a sham. This thing was, the carnival scams ran better than this thing was. They were more legitimate than FTX was. And billions of dollars were lost. But the thing that you guys, all of you, anybody that had any money in that, you better have declared it. That's all I got to say, because I'm telling you that the feds are looking through every nook and cranny to find crypto right now. Tell the truth, guys. Do yourself a favor. Come clean. Pay the taxes. Do the dance, guys, because the penalties and everything will bankrupt you and your children and everybody you've ever met, okay? So share your thoughts on that stuff right now. But, you know, inflation numbers, I don't believe them, okay? You be the judge. I get an absolute kick out of the EV car market because things are not the way you think they are. And these companies are not doing well financially. Rivian, okay, I'm starting to see a lot of Rivians on the road right now. Nobody will talk to me yet. Nah, mind your own business, okay? They won't talk about how expensive they are, how great they are, okay? Sooner or later, somebody will. But, so if any of you Rivian owners are in Southern California, I'd love to go for a ride with you, and you can tell me how great it is. Rivian just announced massive layoffs, but Rivian just had a partnership with Mercedes break up after only 3 months to make electric vans for Mercedes. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, it's done. So Rivian's done, okay? Just a matter of time. Elon Musk has said that they were going to go bankrupt. Other people have talked about it as well. I think it's coming. Now, the worst polluting cars are on the road right now by the EPA are General Motors and Stellantis. Stellantis is an electric car company, to the best of my knowledge, that I can't find a Stellantis car. If you own a Stellantis car, okay, you're amazing, okay? They're the worst polluters, which, again, General Motors has such a big push for EV cars that this doesn't make any sense. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. And, you know, you wonder why GM stock is at the floor and that the analyst recommendations, you guys look at analyst recommendations? I do, because there's people, imagine your job is to just review GM stock all day. That would be horrific, guys. That would be a that would be, gosh, you know, it could be that or El Pollo Loco and you got GM to review all day long. Okay? How about Jack in the Box? At least you got to deal with that fun character every now and then. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's insane, guys. Peter Schiff, he was on the Megyn Kelly show just talking about how this economy is such a mess and that the Biden has to own this and all of his cabinet has to own this and that this is an absolute disaster where we're at right now and that if it was somebody else, you'd be blaming somebody else, but this guy's telling us that everything's great, just like Janet Yellen saying, don't worry, you know, for your birthday, I'm going to have a card for you. My birthday's in February, so Grandma Yellen's going to have a card for me, and everything will be fine by your birthday. Don't worry. It's a horrible way to live, guys. It absolutely is. But these electric car companies, you smell the problems, guys. They're having nothing but problems with production, the partnerships, and Mercedes. I mean, to get a Mercedes deal, seriously, guys, they sell those Sprinter vans. They're outrageous, guys. They're incredibly expensive, and they're not that wide. So you can't put a regular size bed, you know, this way in the car. You have to put it long ways in the car. And if you're taller than me, you're done. So there's that. But Stellantis, if anybody owns a Stellantis car, please, photos, video, you know, it's going to be a 3,000-pound paperweight soon for you guys, or whatever it weighs. But share your thoughts. I moved down the street for you a little bit. Just stunning. After the rain, everything gets cleared out. It's all clean. It's just beautiful. But a couple of banking stories. Dolores sent me a story from BMO Bank in Canada. And I want you to think about this because this is what's going to happen in the future. And what they did with Dolores was they said, hey, you've got some exciting features for your account that are coming in early 2023 that you need to be aware of, and we're going to help you save and spend your money wisely. Look at this attachment that they sent. But this is an AI treatment for you and your money. What I mean by that is how you're spending your money. They're going to make recommendations. And your online banking, think about this. Let's say one day you need some retail therapy and you're sick of everybody, and you go buy some crap. You go buy some gum, some lipstick, pantyhose, new bathing suit. Okay? Well, if you're me, you'd have a real problem buying that stuff. But ladies, whatever. Okay? But imagine you log into your bank account and they start questioning, did you need that? Do you really want that? Is that something you should have? We're trying to help you save money. How about mind your own business? How about be a bank that's free? Be a bank that has good service. Don't try to work on my finances because you don't care, because it's not a human being, guys. It's an AI computer, watching your spending. And, I have something with one of my credit cards that drives me nuts right now that, hey, did you really mean to tip this person 32% on their bill? That was excessive. We can change that. Who would do that? No, yeah, I did. Service was amazing, and the person's working on holidays and around this time of the year. But again, guys, let me show you one little thing. Look at this. Okay? So we're going to park it there for a second. So there's that. And then Martin out of Australia sent me this story that you may or may not have heard of, but there's an online bank called UBank. A man had $578,000 in his account, and he got notification, in November that, hey, Bruce, and Bruce didn't give his last name. Hey, Bruce, we've transferred that money out of your account. It's on its way, per your request. And Bruce is like, huh? What are you talking about? And then 2 minutes later, he gets a email saying, yes, we've closed your account, Bruce, also. Thank you. Now, Bruce is almost 80, retired. His life savings is $578,000. Bravo to Bruce, first of all, for saving that much money. But the bank is now nowhere to be found. They're not helping him. He has to go to the local news. He's got to go to sites like this to get some action for him. Because again, if you deal with these online banks, what are you dealing with? You can't drive down there. You're going to write send us an email, guys. Oh, it'll be sternly worded for you guys. What's it going to do? Okay? Yeah, this happened. These emails are real. They came from us, and they fleeced this guy. And there's no recourse for Bruce right now for his $578,000. Bruce says he's losing it and, may get sick over it. I bet I'd be having a heart attack, 6 times over if this was me. So what do you do, guys? These online banks, the AI routine with the banks, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with biometric banking. I don't want to deal with, here's my fingerprint. Yes, it's me. I don't want to deal with that. Okay? I'm telling you this right now, guys. Get multiple bank accounts. Did that video last week. Really popular video. Walk in there. Everybody's afraid. Oh, maybe they'll tell me no. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? Hi. Why should I be here? Start your, why would a person open an account here? What do you offer that other people don't offer? Really? We're Wells Fargo. We just fleeced, all these people out of money, and we just got fined another $18 million. Come on, guys. Okay? Go to a credit union, go to smaller banks. But these online banks, you need to be able to communicate with them. They need to have a customer service phone number. Think about, is it US Air that doesn't have a customer service phone number if you have an issue right now. You get to deal with a chatbot. Now, try doing that on your iPhone. It rarely works. It's very difficult. So that's what you have to look forward to, guys, is that. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys, because we're in for a real deep problem coming out with this banking situation. The liquidity, the Janet Yellen talking about the foreign liquidity, our liquidity, the loans that we have out there, they're they're not talking about this because it's not going to happen and they're going to fix it. They're warning you. They're forewarning you that there are serious, serious financial liquidity problems with these banks, and that that you're on your own right now. Bruce in Australia, he's on his own. That poor old man. Again, thing we always talk about is be kind to other people. Look out for other people. Look out, for people to make sure they're not getting fleeced and taken advantage of, guys. So let me know what you guys think about all this. I'm going to end this video with these last couple stories. And here's one thing that we're seeing around the world. Both of these stories are from the UK. Steve goes into the market, different locations, and before he checks out, hey, listen, we have no extra cash for you to get cash back today on your purchase. Okay, well, the advantage to going to a supermarket or a market or a convenience store is that, do you want cash back? Yes, you can get cash back, and the fee is relatively cheaper than a bank fee would be. But now, again, to limit your cash out of the bank, guys, that's what they're doing, is they're limiting your cash out of the bank by telling you that they have no cash at the supermarket for you to get extra cash. It's horrible. And he's seeing it all over the place. And he said, Dan, ask the channel, are you guys seeing this around the world? Because that's what we're seeing here in the UK. So that's the question, guys. Are you seeing that they're limiting cash? This happened to me yesterday, that they said we don't have, cash, extra cash. We can do it, but it's going to be real difficult for me. Okay, I didn't ask for any cash, so that's fine. And then there's Paul, and Paul said something that he's noticed, that we used to have this problem here, and they got sued for it, and that was that when you go to certain gas stations, convenience stores, when you swipe your card, they take a preset number. And in the UK, it's 120 pounds. Now, think about this. They take 120 pounds and authorize it. You spend $10 or 10 pounds on gas, and you get to wait 3, 4, 5 days while they have your money. Now, banking people write me and say, technically, Dan, it's just an authorization. Well, technically, banker, it's out of my account. So if someone's got it, if it's in the cloud, in fairyland, it doesn't make a difference because it's not in my account. But the banks here got sued for that. Also, walk inside and demand that listen, I want $20 on this or 20 pounds on this, and that should solve that. But let me know if you guys are experiencing that, because so many people and institutions got sued for that. FedEx has a problem because when you use a FedEx copier inside their store and they run your credit card, they do a $10 authorization. Well, I want to make 12 cents for the copies, guys. I don't want you to run $10. I had one day that I screwed up something 3 times. The accountant, hey, is this good? No. Is this good? It was $30, guys, so they took out of the account. Now, it was less than $1, but it was 5 days later before they gave me the money back. So this is not fair. Are you experiencing that? Let me know, but watch out for your money. Don't live blind. They're trying to take it from you. They're trying to make it so that you have to follow these guidelines, the AI guidelines, everything. And like Grandma Yellen says, don't worry, it's going to be great next year. You're going to feel good about the economy and good about your money. No, you're not, okay? Because what's going to happen with a digital currency is they're going to watch everything you spend. And you go to a lot of tobacco shops. It's really irresponsible. It's bad for your health. We're going to limit that. That's what's coming, guys. Please do not forget to the like button. Please don't forget that we have all the different social media channels that you can sign up for to get connected with us and get different content that you see here on YouTube. Plus, join Patreon, guys, for more exclusive content. It's absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, we have the email address, the email that you can sign up for the list, and then the new email, which is hello@iallegedly.com. It is very cool to come out here when there is no beach, because we've been out here and walked out here very far, and the only way out here is on these rocks right now. So onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. It's supposed to rain the rest of the week, and this is the calm before the storm. Literally, same thing with the economy. Reach out. I'll see you guys soon.